Alright boys, the hood is up. That can only mean one thing. Secrets only the Sith knew. We're going full Darth Cobb in this one, man. What is up guys? This is Cobb, and welcome to You're Building Your Damage Dealers Wrong. This is how you're going to be doubling the damage on all of your NUKERS on your account, man. We're not looking at Alice, whose build is actually, decently well enough put together on Mr. Ace's account. This is an account takeover video where we are working with Mr. Toshiro the Bloody, who, I gotta be honest, man, I'm disheveled. I'm disparaged, I'm dismayed at this champion's build. Toshiro could be so much more, dude. The guy is actually fully booked on up. He's extremely slow. His attack stats seem a little bit on the lower side. The crit rate's not capped. The crit damage is off. What we're going to be doing in this video, man, is rebuilding Toshiro step by step and then doing a side-by-side comparison before and after, seeing his damage against waves, against Hydra, all of that good stuff, man. This is how you build a god tier sweaty nuker. Before we get to that, man, if you're looking to start off a new Raid Shadow Legends account, you're looking to start a new free-to-play adventure account or something like that, then use the beginner promo link that is down below at the top of the description box to start that new account. Gosh darn it, it's the best beginner promo link going, man. There is no better way to create a new Raid account, man, in 2025. And dude, right now is a crazy time, because not only do you get all of the free champions that come with the beginner promo link down below, you can also get Tholin Foulbeard on day one of your new account using beginner code Demon Slayer as soon as you're done with the tutorial on that new account. And Lemonisi is also going to be the free login reward champion that you can pick up just by logging into the game for like 7 days, dude. I don't know, man. Triple legendary, triple epic champion start. What even are we talking about here, dude? It's absolute insanity. Okay, building a god tier nuker. First thing you gotta establish, man, what is their main stat? For Toshiro the Bloody, you can see right here, it is attack, right? That just means that if you click on his skills, you usually see that most of their skills scale based on attack. Now, Toshiro is a bit of a unique case because you click on his skills, his damage is actually based on a mix of attack and HP. Attack comes first in this list, meaning it is his primary stat, but he gets a bit of bonus damage coming in from HP on all of his skills as well. So, interesting stuff. That means that more HP and attack you build on the guy, the more damage he's going to do. Who would have thunk it? You've also got to pay attention to, does your champion place any debuffs, or do any like buff steal, or 10-meter decrease against enemies, anything like that in their kit? Well, then they're also going to need accuracy in their kit as well, right? Nuker or not. And so this is just going to influence how we plan out Toshiro's stats a little bit. Now, when it comes to building your NUKERS, man, for me, the most important item to get right on your nuker that you're going to be starting the build with is going to be the gloves. Attack percentage, blah. Oh, get it out of my face. We don't want no attack percentage gauntlets, man. We're looking for crit damage gauntlets. Now, if you're in the super early game, to try and hit 100% crit rate on your NUKERS and your big direct damage dealers, you might need to use crit rate gauntlets, right? Crit rate is the main stat, because it's going to be tough for you to find crit rate stats from all your other artifacts on the champ. But once your account's a bit more developed, once you're able to farm like stage 16, 20 of all dungeons, you'll be doing that for a while, you'll eventually get gear that's good enough where you can start to slam crit damage main stat gauntlets on your NUKERS, and that's ideal. And then the idea is that you're going to find that 100% crit rate and get sort of like crit rate capped from all of your other items and just from the substats on your gear. Also, if you're in the early game, it doesn't really matter what set you're getting your crit rate gauntlets from, or any of your other gear pieces, to be honest. If you're in the early game, if you've got a good pair of stalwart gloves, these actually aren't bad. They do give crit rate as a substat, even though it's just behind my head here so you guys can't see it. These could potentially be pretty decent if we were in the super early game. On this account, we're a little bit further along. We can do a little bit better. So we're looking for either a damage dealer set, like crit damage would be pretty good. Something like Cruel would also be pretty good. Attack percent and ignoring defense. These could work pretty nicely for us as well. We've also got the option of going all the way down to pieces like Feral, because we do also need accuracy on this champion as well. So those are the kind of sets that we're looking to work into Toshiro's build if we can. I like the look of those Feral gauntlets, but I'm going to go ahead and, because we're doing this in real time, I'm going to show you guys how I build the champion. I'm going to go ahead and see where these rolls go. They are absolutely disgustingly, disparagingly horrible, and the worst possible rolls that we could hope for. No crit rate, no accuracy. These are the only two stats we were really looking for in this build for Toshiro. Absolute disaster on those rolls. I'm actually salty at how bad those were. And so for now, I'm going to scroll back on up into the fitting room, and we're just going to equip, or rather try on these gauntlets right here. So we're going to start off with these Feral gauntlets. They're going to give us some speed, they're going to give us some accuracy, bit of attack percentage, which is an okay stat for us to work with. And now we're just looking for, well, Actually, once you've got your gloves tried onto your champ, you want to then move along, at least I do, I like to move along to chest piece next when I'm building out a damage dealer. And for Toshiro, we can look for either HP percent or attack percent. Normally, you've got a champion that scales from one or the other, right? It might be an HP-based champion, it might just be an attack-based nuker, which is what I thought Toshiro was until I clicked on his skills and saw that he actually scales from HP percentage as well, and so HP percent could work pretty good for us. However, because we don't have any crit rate on our gauntlets, I'm now already thinking, how are we going to get to 100% crit rate on this Toshiro build? We're going to need to start finding crit rate on gear pretty damn soon. And so now I'm just going to go ahead and sift through some gear. We've got a little bit of crit rate on this chest plate, but the rest of the stats are not super good. I'll just move my camera out of the way real quick so you guys can see all of the future gear pieces. I'm also going to go ahead and just check 6-star gear only. So we start with the best of the best, see what options we've got available to us here. This chest plate for Fatal could actually be okay. Relentless, crit rate, and attack. How does Toshiro do in Relentless gear, though? Oh my god, dude. This Righteous chestplate is looking very, very good as well. It is calling to me. I tell you what, I'm going to go ahead and see if we can roll into this Righteous chestplate and just see where these stat rolls go. And I'm just going to roll things up either 4 at a time or 8 ranks at a time and just see where the first stat rolls go. We're actually just looking for as much crit rate as possible, so we've got 1 roll right there. That's pretty good. This chestplate is nice. Very, very nicely on track to be a candidate for us to slot on here. I'm not going to roll anything up to rank 16, by the way. We're just going to take things up to 12, try them on for size, and once we have fully decided on a build, then we can commit and roll things up to rank 16, and that's just going to help you save your silvers as you're going through this process. No reason to go absolutely insane. Okay, next up, we're going to move on to the next most difficult item, the boots. Something I didn't mention, actually. I'm going to go ahead and look for speed boots as well, by the way. And I'm noticing that we have a pair of Fatal boots here that are actually pretty good, so I might go back on my previous plans just now and just take a look at the Fatal chestplate. This chestplate right here, there was a Fatal chestplate right here that we could actually look to take advantage of a Fatal set here. If these boots roll well, if these boots here roll well and roll into pretty good stats, and it looks likely that we could be using a pair of Fatal boots, we could try and dip on back for that 2-set bonus, so we might just be adapting live here. Oh my god, they double roll into crit. Dude, it's like this is pre-recorded. I swear to god it isn't. Okay, then a bit of attack percentage. That's really, really good. That's really quite fantastic, you know. Gonna go ahead and try those on and see where this chestplate rolls next. Gonna go ahead and throw some ranks into this. We get a bit of crit rate here. That's fine. If it's another resistance roll, okay, it's another crit rate roll. Bro. Okay, man. This is coming together very, very quickly indeed. Okay. Scratch that previous chest. Let's go ahead and pick up this Fatal chest and see if we can make a Fatal 2-piece work. I do quite like the stat rolls on these. They're not like mind-blowing, but they're pretty good. Now, the reason that we want to go ahead and lock in our gloves, chest, and boots first is because boots, chest, and gloves, they all have such variable main stats, right? Boots can roll, well, basically any stat under the sun. Chestplate, you've got to find a percentage stat chestplate that fits the champion that you're looking for, right? Can't have any flat stats. You're not looking for defense percent. You're not looking for accuracy. You're looking for HP percent or attack for Toshiro, right? Same with gloves. They've got to be crit damage. You can't find the crit damage percentage gloves or even just like good crit range gauntlets for your nuka. Forget about it. The rest of the build just doesn't matter. And so it's much, much better to lock in these 3 difficult to find pieces first and then try and build around those with the easier to find pieces. The weapon, the helmet, the shield, even the accessories, all of that stuff. In fact, the next piece that you're really looking for, once you've got these 3 pieces locked in my view, switch on over to the accessories. Oh god. Our currently equipped accessory, our currently equipped amulet, which is the next piece that we're looking for a nuka, by the way, specifically, is an attack amulet, man. Ooh. Attack amulets should just be auto-sold every single time you buy them. Pretty much. Like, I can't even think of one champion in the game that would prefer an attack amulet over a crit damage amulet or just like a defensive stat amulet like defense or HP, you know. Yeah, attack amulets are really not great. Now, do we have any special items we could use? No, we don't have any special sets. And so we're just looking for any old crit damage amulet here that is ideally 6-star and has a bit of accuracy. Looks like this one is the best that we're going to get, so I'm just going to go ahead and equip this one up for now. So your stat priority, of course, for your nukers does almost always go... Well, okay. It doesn't always go this way. If your nuka needs accuracy, you need to make sure you have enough accuracy to land the debuffs against the content that you're currently trying to clear, right? For normal mode Hydra, I think it's like 240, 250 accuracy. Maybe it's like as low as 200, actually. I may be making that up. 200 plus accuracy for normal mode Hydra, right? 230 accuracy for Ultra Nightmare Demon Lord Clan Boss. You can Google all of these things and find out how much accuracy you need. That's like stat priority number 1. If you need to be landing your debuffs. Then it's hit 100% crit rate on your Nuka, or as close to 100% crit rate as you can. Then it's crit damage. And then it's something like your main stat for that Nuka. For Toshiro, it's HP percent or attack percentage. For most Nukas, it's going to be attack percentage. And then speed is always great. You know, make sure you've got at least 165 to 170 speed at like an absolute minimum is my recommendation. Faster the better, you know, but like if you're any slower than like 155 or something, it's like, bro, you're going to struggle to go first with that Nuka, even in a go first arena team, like assisted by like an Abbott, a 10-meter boost and stuff. You might still struggle to go first, you know, because you're going that slow, which is not super ideal. Okay, next up, the banner. This is another variable stat item, right? So we've locked in the most important accessory, crit damage percentage. Good to go, right? Next is the banner. Currently equipped, we actually do have an accuracy banner equipped. We have a double flat attack roll, though. Bit of HP percent, it's a fine banner. Can we do any better than... Oh my god. It's almost like I knew that this was here ahead of time. I'm genuinely doing this blind, but let me just see. The ninja's banner is okay. We do need a bit of accuracy on Toshiro, of course, to land those debuffs on the A3. And it looks like... Okay, so this legendary banner isn't like stupendously good. It's only got an HP percentage roll and a speed roll that we're actually looking for. Any flat stat rolls in this game are just awful. And so don't get carried away thinking that the currently equipped banner is like pretty good. It's fine. It's fine. It's not like mind-blowing or anything. Let's see if we can do a little bit better with the rolls on this. Again, I'm going to take it up to 8. See where these go. We do hit on a little bit of speed, which is absolutely premium on banners. So let's shoot in again. 50-50. We do actually hit on the HP percentage. Okay, I think that this banner is actually already better than the one that we have, just because it's already got more speed unglyphed, you know? We lose a little bit of attack by equipping this and a tiny bit of HP. The HP like basically doesn't matter. I'm gonna go ahead and equip this one up for now. And then for the ring, the last variable main stat item that we are looking to equip here. Currently we have, oh god, a really bad ring. So attack as the main stat is fine, that's okay, but the substats are really not great. We missed the attack roll. We hit one roll into defense percent, and then more flat stats, man, on a double roll right there. Surely we can do better than that. Honestly, even the HP ring right here, this could actually roll very, very nicely for us. Just a good mix of the percentage stats would be totally fine, as long as we dodge the flat defense. We hit a little bit into attack. One more percentage stat roll, and we're pretty happy with this. We do get the double attack roll. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. It's an upgrade. It's not a huge upgrade, but there you go. And now, and finally, now we can switch on back to our other accessory, our other artifact types. As I'm rebuilding this champ, I do want to pay attention to the pieces that we currently have equipped and see if any of them are actually any good. The weapon is fine. It's all right. Double attack percentage roll is okay. Like attack percent is like our fourth priority stat or something. Bit of crit damage, but it's a blue piece, so we couldn't roll into that, sadly. What about the headgear? The headgear is a double crit rate roll with a bit of speed as a substat. This is quite a bit better and might be a little bit more difficult for us to upgrade and replace. As for the shield is really quite good. For a Nuka that requires accuracy. I think the shield is pretty much locked in at that point. The weapon looks like the easiest thing to replace for us for the time being. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and just remove the shields from the filter. I think I'm happy with the shield that we've got. Let's get 2 pieces of perception dialed in. And so the shield plus something else. Oh mama. Look at this weapon, boys. Let's see what we can hit on this. Attack percent, crit rate. We're actually getting to the point where we actually don't need that much more crit rate now, to be honest. So hopefully it doesn't roll it again. Gets double attack percent. It's okay. We have another opportunity here to roll into this bow right here. We could get some crit damage. Okay, lovely. A good mix of crit rate and crit damage on this would be lovely. Another crit damage roll would be stupendous. We hit on attack percent. Okay, that's actually better than the legendary one, though. I think we're fine to go ahead and try this one on. Now we're over crit cap. Let's see if we can replace the helmet with a one-of another set. Pinpoint or Feral. I'm going to turn to these first because these are one piece. Or even the Slayer set actually could put a little bit of Merciless could work as well. Any of like the one piece sets could work just fine for just a little bit of like a stats nudge. Okay, we have a Feral headpiece candidate right here. It has to roll into crit rate one time, okay, and then it'll be like the perfect piece. Crit rate, crit damage is what we're looking for here. It double rolls into the two worst stats imaginable. Because of course it does, right? Our good luck had to run out eventually. Okay, this piece is officially bombed. We have another alternative here that's not quite as good. We're looking for crit rate and HP percentage here mostly. Bit of defense percent as a consolation prize would be okay. The flat attack would be terrible. We actually hit the two worst options. Still not completely bombed just yet, just because it's got a lot of percentage stats, but we miss on the crit rate again. God dog. So the problem is we're trying to replace a double roll 6-star crit rate helmet, which is overcapping us by 8%. So we have to find something that at least single rolls into crit and is a helmet, ideally from a decent set, and we just don't have that right now. So we might have to go back to our weapon and see if we can just find one that gives a bit more crit. Well, we have all kinds of Feral weapons here that could possibly roll into crit. Problem is Feral's all legendary, and so it's pretty tough to get the crit rate rolls into these, because of course everything's on 1 and 4. And we miss everything, dude. Oh, for God's sake. Okay, we've got a couple more opportunities here. Mix of crit rate, crit damage would be lovely. We do hit on the crit rate one time. A bit of crit damage here would do it. Double flat HP roll is not what we are looking for. We have another chance here. Dude, let's not bomb all of these, man. We get a little bit of crit rate here, dude. Crit damage or bust, kind of. Double resistance. Oh, what's happened to my luck, dude? We have a perception weapon here that could try and double roll into crit rate with a mix of crit rate and speed, I guess. If a double rolls crit, it's salvageable. Okay, so we do have a double crit rate roll option here that we can actually work with. Tell you what, we lose a bit of crit damage, but let's go ahead and equip this one up. And that lets us be a little bit more lenient now with what kind of helmet we can accept. Okay, so after a little bit of back and forthing with myself, this is the build that we're going to settle on in the end, using a random piece of headgear from the Supersonic set that double rolled into crit rate at least. And then also taking the weapon off of the Royal Guard, because frankly the Toshiro is going to benefit more from the HP percent from this, and we can replace the Royal Guard's weapon just fine and keep him at 100% crit rate all the same. So I think that this is what the build is going to look like. We lose a chunk of accuracy, but we've got to go ahead and fully roll up the banner, which I'm going to go ahead and do just now. I'm going to max roll all of these gear pieces, by the way. Just mostly the gloves and the amulet from here on out. There is a CVC going on right now, so we are getting tournament points from doing this. It's not completely irresponsible, but I do want to roll all these up to 16. Just in case. Oh my god, that costs like 3 million silver. That's just absolutely unreasonable. Well, that sucks a lot. Yeah, I'm not going to roll these up to max. I'll leave them at 15, so they can be taken up to 16 during a gear enhancement event for the rest of these. So, yeah. That's what we're going to do. We're going to take the boots up a little bit as well. And now what we have is a Nuka that should be just a hell of a lot stronger than what we had before in terms of crit rate. Crit damage is basically doubled. The attack and HP have kind of like switched balances just a little bit. More HP, but a bit less attack. Doesn't matter that much though. Speed also pretty significantly improved as well and can go up even higher. Another 10 speed once we take these boots up to 16. This is also a completely what do I even want to say? Unglyphed gear set. And so I haven't equipped Toshiro in his new gear just yet, but we're just going to do a little bit of a before and after in the old campaign. Throw Toshiro in there and just compare damage numbers. Okay, so this is Toshiro's damage with his previous build. Smacks him with a big AoE for roughly, what, like 32,000 damage maybe on average there. And his darts, if I can just pause this clip, rolling on in at about 21,000 damage on average. Somewhere around there. And now for the rebuilt Toshiro. Let's do this, shall we? Let's check out the A3. It's clocking in for about like 48,000 damage or something on average there as well. Pretty saucy. The smack on the A1, I guess. Oh, he chooses to use the darts, which is interesting. Okay, we're gonna try this best we can in Dragon Stage 20, just for maximum contrast, man, where we actually get some decreased defense debuffs and stuff like that. Let's throw in the A3 here, man, against the Wave. All right, not bad. That's a lot more like it. Actually, totally forgot it was a double hitter, man. And so there you have it, man. That is rebuilding the Toshiro step by step and just building out any kind of nuker that requires accuracy, sort of step by step. And the only difference being that, well, if a nuker's not landing any key debuffs, any debuffs that you give a damn about, 10-meter decrease, that kind of thing, they don't need the accuracy either. And so you can go even more mental with just really focusing in on the crit damage. It's just like a super priority stat after hitting the 100% crit rate, man. So there you do go, man. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you all enjoyed this one. I thought I'd do just a little bit more of like a deep dive, I guess, for the case of just bolstering your damage and just perfecting your damage dealer builds for the biggest, hardest hitters on your account, man, and really get these guys firing. And there you go. So, want to thank all of you guys for watching. Stay tuned, by the way. A couple of days from now, another video is going to go up doing an account takeover on this account, seeing what Toshiro can do in Hydra, but I've got a bunch of other champions on the account that I want to rebuild for that job, and just build the dream Hydra team on this account, rebuilding a whole bunch of champions and just see what we can do, because, yeah, Mr. Ace could use a hand in Hydra as well, so we're going to get to that just now. But I will get to that. Thanks for watching. Do please enjoy the rest of your night. If you're looking to kickstart a new raid account, man, with the best rewards possible, then look no further than my beginner promo link you can find down below the top of the video description box, man. Use that link to create your new Raid Shadow Legends account for the maximum amount of free stuff on that new account. If you've got a friend who's looking to start playing Raid, send them to that link, man. Don't let them down, man. Don't do them dirty, okay? Give them the best start possible. Thanks for watching. I'm going to catch all of you all this shit tad bit later, man.